A long time ago, in a quiet forest, there lived 3 adorable little pig brothers. Their mother loved them very much and taught them to be smart, brave, and most importantly, to take care of themselves. One day, their mother said to the 3 little pigs,
"My dear children, you have grown up. It's time for you to go out into the world, build your own homes, and start living independently. I have raised you well, and now it's time for you to use the lessons you've learned. But before you leave, I want to give you some important advice. Always remember, whatever you do, don't forget the importance of patience and hard work. Do it with care, and don't be lazy."
Reluctantly, the 3 little pigs bid farewell to their mother and set off on an adventure of their own. They were determined to find a good spot in the forest to build their homes and learn how to protect themselves. Not long after they started their journey, the eldest pig came across a soft, grassy field. Feeling lazy, he thought,
Building a house is such a hassle. I'll finish quickly so I can go play.
So the eldest pig decided to build his house out of straw. He took only an afternoon to finish it, and then happily lay down inside for a nap. Eldest pig, muttering to himself,
This will do. No need to put in more effort.
The second pig continued on his way and found a place with lots of trees. He thought,
This place looks perfect. I don't want to spend too much time building a house. A wooden house is just right. Not too quick, but not too slow either. I think it will be sturdier than a straw one, but it won't be too hard to build.
Feeling confident, the second pig used wood to build a small wooden house. He hammered and sawed, stacking the logs and beams quickly but carefully enough. It took him the whole day to finish, which required more effort than the straw house, but he was satisfied with the result. He admired the way his house looked, sturdy but not too time-consuming.
This house should be sturdy enough. Now I can rest.
The youngest pig walked even farther and came across a place with piles of bricks. Remembering his mother's advice, he decided to build his house with bricks as he wanted something much stronger. He believed it would be the safest choice.
If I build my house here, I'll have plenty of room and a nice view of the forest. But most importantly, I'm going to build my house out of bricks. It might take a lot of time and effort, but it will be worth it. I want a house that can't be blown down by the wolf no matter how hard he tries.
The youngest pig worked hard every day, moving bricks and laying walls. After a whole week, his sturdy brick house was finally complete.
It took a lot of time, but this house is definitely the safest.
The 3 little pigs had all finished building their homes and were settling into their new lives in the forest. The eldest pig was lounging inside his straw house, feeling proud of how quickly he had built it. The second pig sat by the window of his wooden house, admiring the sturdiness of the walls he had crafted. Meanwhile, the youngest pig, who had worked the hardest, was enjoying the peace and safety inside his solid brick house. But deep in the shadows of the forest, trouble was brewing. A pair of sharp, gleaming eyes watched from behind the trees. It was the big bad wolf, sly, hungry, and always on the hunt for his next meal. He smelled the scent of the little pigs and decided to eat them. When the wolf reached the straw house, he chuckled to himself, his dark fur blending into the shadows. He stood tall, his eyes narrowed as he examined the flimsy structure. The house looked like it could barely stand on its own, let alone withstand the force of his powerful breath. The wolf said,
Little pig, let me in."
Eldest pig frightened and said,
No, I won't let you in.
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in."
The wolf took a deep breath. The trees around him seemed to sway as he filled his lungs with air. And then, with a mighty blow, the wolf exhaled with all his strength. The straw house collapsed instantly.
Ha! That was even easier than I thought.
The wolf laughed, stepping over the fallen straw. But the eldest pig, terrified, had managed to slip out just in time. He ran as fast as his little legs could carry him, heading straight for his brother's wooden house. The big bad wolf reached the wooden house, his wicked grin stretching across his face as he approached the wooden house. He called out in that same mocking tone,
Two little pigs, let me in."
The two pigs inside shouted back in unison.
No, we won't let you in.
The wolf's eyes narrowed.
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in."
The wolf took another deep breath and blew with all his strength. Although the wooden house was sturdier than the straw house, it couldn't withstand the wolf's powerful breath. The wooden beams scattered. The eldest and second pig screamed in terror and ran to the youngest pig's brick house.
"Run all you like, little pigs, I'm coming for you."
The big bad wolf reached the brick house and shouting,
Three little pigs, let me in."
All three little pigs reply firmly.
No, we will never let you in.
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in."
The wolf took a deep breath, using all the strength he had, and blew towards the brick house. But no matter how hard he blew, the brick house stood firm. Exhausted and frustrated, the wolf decided to climb onto the roof and sneak in through the chimney. Hearing noises on the roof, youngest pig smartly telling his brothers,
Quick, let's light the fire in the fireplace.
The eldest and second pigs quickly lit the fire, and the flames roared up the chimney. Just as the wolf slid down, he fell straight into the blazing fire, yelping in pain. The wolf leaped up, howling, and fled from the forest, never to return again.
Ouch, that hurts. I never want to see those clever little pigs again.
From that day on, the three little pigs happily lived in the youngest pig's strong brick house, no longer afraid of the wolf's threats. They also learned an important lesson. Diligence. The youngest pig's brick house was built with hard work and dedication. This taught him that only through effort can one achieve lasting results. Wisdom. The youngest pig didn't choose the easy way out, but opted for the most reliable solution, demonstrating his intelligence and foresight. Perseverance. Although building the brick house took more time and effort, the youngest pig didn't give up. This persistence led to true safety for him and his brothers. Cooperation and unity. When faced with the wolf's threats, the three little pigs stood together and overcame the danger. Their teamwork and trust in each other were key to their victory. I hope you enjoy the story tonight, little one. Good night and sweet dream.